Hi there, on this video, I'm going to talk about moon debilitation, how to make the most out of this time, how to deal with it if your moon is afflicted in your chart and what that looks like, and more. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. I post videos about astrology, Ayurveda, and other ways to uplevel your health every week. So when the moon is debilitated, which happens every lunar month, one time for about 2.5 days, this can be a really challenging time for our emotions, especially if you are female or identify as female, or if you have some kind of moon affliction in your chart. And what those afflictions look like is varied. It can mean that there's a transit going on, say with Saturn crossing over your moon, which can cause a lot of constriction and trouble in the emotional body. Or it could look like your moon being with the nodes in your chart or being with another malefic like Mars. It's really important to be extra conscious of your moon and taking care of your vitality and your body. So the moon really represents our personal juice. It represents our internal world, our emotions. It represents the feminine side of things. All of us have both masculine and feminine qualities. So this is about cultivating the feminine, which is so lacking in our culture as a whole. It's really important that we all kind of cultivate this cyclical, generative, juicy energy. And our culture as a whole is very yang. It's very like action oriented, and this can really deplete us both emotionally and physically, all of us, including men. And so it's really important for us to work with our juice and our personal vitality and our personal energy on a regular basis, but especially when the moon is debilitated. I like to, generally speaking, during moon debilitations, do extra self-care, move inward, do less socializing. I like to maybe do a program or a course or more yoga classes, that kind of thing, that are going to help me to turn inward and reflect. I also like to do rituals. I'll just sit maybe and light a candle and connect, do a little meditation, do a little mantra recitation. And this will just connect me to the larger sphere, the larger universe. And I find that this is a really juicy time to do that. So women are lucky because we naturally have a cycle built into our body that helps to direct us to take that time out and to focus on our juice and our self-care. Sometimes we listen to it and sometimes we don't. But this is another opportunity like that would be good for both men and for women to, on a cycle, take that time to back up and rethink about how we're using our energy, how our mind is flowing, where we're focused, and to focus inward on ourselves and get really clear about what we want. So it's a nice thing to do each month. So to help you figure out when these times are, because not everybody has the software that I have as a Vedic astrologer, I have actually put together a whole list of the 2020 moon debilitation dates. And these actually include a couple hours before and after, which is something we call Gandanta. It's when the moon is on the cusps of moving into debilitation and out of debilitation. So I think these are also really important times because it feels like the moon energy starts to move inward a little bit earlier, and my mind, my emotional state, I sort of feel like I go behind a cloud during that little transition period. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a buffer. So what I like to do with this information is I actually schedule it in. So I look at when the moon is going to be debilitated, and I go and I look at my schedule and I try to build in time for myself during these moments in time, these 2.5 day periods. I try to take time off. I try to go for more walks or be in nature, take a bath, rest more. That's always a good thing to do. And also take less clients, take less meetings, that kind of thing. So if you're able to reduce your workload during that time, that's really great. So my idea, my thinking behind putting this together for you was really to give you that information ahead of time so that you can plan. But I also included the moon debilitations that have already happened. And you might be like, Paula, why did you do that? Well, the reason is because I wanted to offer you some tool to maybe look back and see if you were more emotional during these times when the moon was debilitated or if something came up for you. Because with Ayurveda, with astrology, what we're doing is we're collecting information about ourselves and our personal constitution and our own karmic map and how things work all the time, because then it helps us to predict what our outcomes are going to be in the future. So if you look on this sheet and you see like 3 out of the 6 last moon debilitations, you are having a hard time emotionally, and maybe you were wondering why. Great, now you know that those periods in the future, you can take a lot more care of yourself and, really go deep into your own processes and take time apart from the people in your life just so you can rest and reflect, and maybe that'll be beneficial to you. So I hope that this is helpful, and if you are interested in learning more about your own personal chart and how your moon is situated there, then please feel free to get in touch with me. I love to do one-on-one consultations with you to look at your own karmic map and give you some direction and help you move forward and have success in your life. So thanks for being here and have a wonderful day.